All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Valsa Williams. The headlines. President Ramnath Kovind to address the nation today on the eve of 72nd Independence Day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says national security is paramount for the government. Government dismisses former Managing Director Usha Ananthasubramanian of scam hit PNB and Allahabad Bank from service. DMK to hold Executive Committee meeting today in Chennai to condole M. Karunanidhi's death. A Delhi court sends two alleged ISIS sympathizers to a 10-day NIA custody. Monsoon likely to become more active across the country this week, says Met Department. And Indian women's football team enters semi-finals of SAF Under-15 Championship in Bhutan. President Ramnath Kovind will address the nation today on the eve of Independence Day. The address will be broadcast from 7 p.m. on the entire national network of All India Radio and telecast over all channels of Doordarshan in Hindi, followed by the English version. AIR will broadcast the regional language versions from 8 p.m. onwards on its respective regional networks. On Doordarshan, the broadcast of the address in Hindi and English will be followed by broadcast in regional languages by regional channels. India will be celebrating its 72nd Independence Day tomorrow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will deliver his speech from the historic Red Fort in Delhi. The Delhi Traffic Police has issued an advisory for commuters. It said some roads will be closed from 5 to 9 tomorrow morning and traffic will also be diverted. The national capital has been turned into a fortress with a multi-layered security system for the Independence Day celebrations. Our correspondent has the details.
To keep a check on suspicious activities, more than 70,000 security personnel have been deployed across the city. The area around the Red Fort has been declared as a no-kite flying zone and has been covered with high-definition CCTV cameras. 6 CCTV controlled rooms will monitor the cameras. Unmanned aerial vehicles and unmanned aircraft systems, including drones, have been completely banned in Delhi. Special weapons and tactics SWAT teams of Delhi police have been deployed at vital locations in the city for anti-terror measures. For the first time, an all-women SWAT team comprising 36 commandos will be part of the security arrangements. Anupam Mishra, AIR News, Delhi.
The centre has urged all citizens not to use national flags made of plastic and asked the states and union territories to ensure strict compliance of the Flag Code of India. In its advisory, the Home Ministry said flags made of paper only are to be used by the public in terms of the provisions of the Flag Code. It said such paper flags are not to be discarded or thrown on the ground after the event. As part of the Independence Day celebrations, the Delhi Metro has put into service a 6-coach special train fully wrapped with photographs of freedom fighters and other Indian icons to spread the message of patriotism. DMRC said the train will run between Samaipur Badli and Huda City Centre, Yellow Line, for the next 2 months, carrying pictures of Mahatma Gandhi, Bhagat Singh, Subhash Chandra Bose, B.R. Ambedkar and former President APJ Abdul Kalam, among others. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said national security is paramount for the government. In an interview to a Hindi daily, Mr. Modi said government believes that the rights and aspirations of citizens are very important in any democracy and fulfilling it is the basic purpose. He said many promises were made for the National Register of Citizens NRC, but for the first time the government had the courage to take it to the ground. Taking on the opposition, Mr. Modi said those who have lost their base and do not believe in the constitution are giving comments like civil war and bloodshed. He said due to public resentment and pressure, the then Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi had signed the Assam Accord, but it was kept in cold storage for many years with the purpose of cheating people. The Prime Minister also said people indulging in vote bank politics are speaking different languages on NRC, and these are the same people who put all efforts to remove people's names from the voters' list. Mr. Modi also asserted that his government is fulfilling the expectations of people, corruption is restrained and public money is being spent only on development. He said the forthcoming elections will force the opposition to think again whether it understood the country and society. Terming the recent incidents of lynching as unfortunate, Mr. Modi expressed sadness that some people are doing politics over the issue. The Prime Minister also said the Home Ministry has taken strong action against the culprits. The Digital India Mission has been transforming the lives of people in Jammu and Kashmir rapidly. Here is a ground report from our Jammu correspondent.
The beneficiaries of Digital India program are all praised for the mission. A businessman feels that with this technology, doing business has become easy as a number of time-consuming things now can be accomplished in minutes.
मेरा नाम अमित शर्मा है। डिजिटलाइजेशन हमारे कस्टमर्स को बहुत ज्यादा फायदा मिला है। हर वक्त उनको अपनी जेब में अपने कार्ड और कैश लेके नहीं चलना पड़ता है।
Similarly, the student community looks upon the digital revolution as a boon.
मेरा नाम हर्ष खजूरिया है। डिजिटल इंडिया प्रोग्राम के तहत जो स्टूडेंट मुझे बहुत ही फायदा पहुंचा। विद इन हाफ एन आवर आप अपना अप्लाई कर सकते हो। आसानी से अपना ऑनलाइन कोचिंग, वीडियो लेक्चर इंटरनेट पे देख सकते हो।
A common citizen is of the view that digital ways have revolutionized consumerism by eliminating middlemen from transactions.
मैं वीर प्रताप सिंह लाथिया। पहले हम बिल लेते थे, थर्ड पार्टी को पेमेंट होती थी। अब बिल हम ऑनलाइन मंगवा सकते हैं, परफॉर्म ऑनलाइन मंगवा सकते हैं। जो रिटेलर पैसा लेता था वो सीधा क्लाइंट को मिल रहा है, इसमें मार्जिन बढ़ रहा है।
A rapid increase in the internet users has been witnessed, and a significant number of people from rural areas have also started using internet. Yogesh Sharma, AIR News, Jammu.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The government has dismissed Usha Ananthasubramanian, former managing director of scam hit Punjab National Bank and Allahabad Bank, from service. The government has issued a notification in this regard. 3 months back, Ms. Ananthasubramanian was divested of all her powers as MD of Allahabad Bank after being named in a CBI charge sheet in the 14,000 crore rupee PNB fraud case, but had continued to be an employee of the bank. She was to superannuate yesterday but was dismissed from service. In Tamil Nadu, opposition DMK will hold its executive committee meeting at its headquarters in Chennai today. Working president of the party, M.K. Stalin, told reporters that the meeting's agenda is to condole the death of party president M. Karunanidhi. However, Stalin's elder brother M.K. Alagiri, who was expelled from DMK in 2014 for indulging in anti-party activities, yesterday said the meeting has been convened to elevate Stalin as party president. Alagiri also claimed that sincere followers of his father are supporting him. Meanwhile, the ruling AIADMK has announced that it will hold its executive committee meeting on Monday next week. A Delhi court has sent 2 alleged sympathizers of the Islamic State terror group to the custody of the National Investigation Agency (NIA) for 10 days. The alleged ISIS sympathizers were arrested from Hyderabad. They have been sent to NIA custody in a case of allegedly radicalizing Indian youngsters for carrying out terror strikes on behalf of the banned international outfit. In Jammu and Kashmir, a Jawan was martyred yesterday as the army foiled an infiltration bid by armed terrorists along the line of control in Tanghar sector of Kupwara district. Army sources said Sepoy Pushpendra Singh of Mathura laid down his life when a group of armed infiltrators tried to infiltrate. The sources said the terrorists were forced back to the other side of the LOC. Monsoon is expected to become more active across the country this week. Additional Director General Met Department Mrityunjay Mohapatra said in New Delhi that there is a low pressure over the Bay of Bengal which will make the monsoon more active and is likely to bring good showers over central India, reducing overall rain deficiency. He said rainfall activity over Kerala, Karnataka and the Ghats of Tamil Nadu is likely to increase in intensity again during the next 48 hours, in addition to a fresh surge of monsoon westerlies. Mr. Mohapatra also said a monsoon trough over the western Himalayas was bringing rains over Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, parts of Uttar Pradesh and other states. Heavy rain continues to lash several parts of Uttar Pradesh even as the state continued to reel under the impact of floods in many districts. Our correspondent has filed this report.
In Pilibhit district, heavy rain and water released from Nepal has made the flood situation grim. After release of 56,000 cubic water from Nanak Sagar Barrage in Devha River last night and from Banbasa Barrage in Sharda River, many parts of city area also overtaken by flood. Many people have moved to safe places. Administration has intensified rescue and relief operations in flood-affected areas. Around 100 villages are still marooned or cut off from mainland in flood-affected Lakhimpur, Gonda, Faizabad and Baramati Barabanki district. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Rain has lashed most places in Odisha due to the low pressure over North Bay of Bengal. The Met Office has forecast rain or thunder showers over some places today as well. Fishermen have been advised not to venture into the sea till Thursday. Over 320 crore rupees have been released by the centre to the Kerala government as calamity relief fund during 2018-19. The Home Ministry said in a statement, the centre has been providing full support to the Kerala government to deal with the flood situation in the state. Ministry of Corporate Affairs has made it mandatory for all companies to disclose in their annual reports that they have complied with the Sexual Harassment at Workplace Act. The ministry has amended the Companies Accounts Rules 2014 in this regard. Under the amendment to the Sexual Harassment at Workplace Act 2013, both private and public companies would need to set up complaints committees. In Madhya Pradesh, the Shahid Samman Divas will be observed in all districts of the state today. The state government has taken a decision to honour families of martyrs of Madhya Pradesh origin who sacrificed their lives while discharging duty during war, military action and internal security. A report.
The minister in charge of district along with the member of parliament, MLAs and the other public representatives will participate in the Shahid Samman Divas. The program in honor of 602 martyrs will be organized in the state. Families of 13 martyrs will be honored in the program at Bhopal. On the Shahid Samman Divas, families of 312 martyrs of defense, 119 martyrs of paramilitary forces, 171 of Madhya Pradesh police will be honored in various districts. The school or government building will be named after the martyrs in the village where he was born or his family is residing currently. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
Rajasthan's Jodhpur and Marwar railway stations have emerged the cleanliest among the major stations in the country in the latest round of cleanliness assessment study. This was announced by Railway Minister Piyush Goyal in New Delhi yesterday. The Indian women's football team has progressed to the semi-finals of the SAF Under-15 Championship at Thimphu. They defeated hosts Bhutan 1-0 yesterday in a tightly contested match during which India rattled the bar twice. Shilki Devi's 58th minute strike proved to be the difference between the two teams. With the victory, India topped Group A, winning both of their matches. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Sarabjit Kaur.
Thank you, Valsa. Agni 5 set to be inducted by December into the country's strategic arsenal, headlines the Hindustan Times, adding the advanced long-range missile is likely to undergo the final test by October. Pune is best city to live. Delhi ranks 65 in an ease of living index released by the central government, leads the DNA. The Pioneer writes, list raises eyebrows as it places national capital below Ghaziabad at 63 and Muzaffarpur at 46. Petrol blue, diesel orange, colour code for Delhi cars, reports the Hindustan Times of the centre's plan to introduce colour hologram-based stickers for private vehicles in the NCR to identify the fuel they use. Rupee slides to lowest ever close on Turkish lira, shock, leads the Financial Express. On former Lok Sabha Speaker Somnath Chatterjee passing away, the Hindustan Times writes, conscious keeper of Parliament and peerless comrade falls silent. India rejects UK proposal on DNA tests for illegal migrants. Government refuses to sign pact, citing privacy issues, is a front-page story in The Hindu. Like it or not, Google records where you go, even with location history paused. App Store data informs the Asian Age. And finally, Don Gavli tops exam on Gandhian thought. The Times of India reports, after topping most wanted charts at police stations for years, underworld Don turned politician Arun Gavli has now made his presence felt in academic merit lists too, with a 92.5% score. And with that, it's back to you, Valsa.
Thank you, Sarabjit. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. President Ramnath Kovind to address the nation today on the eve of 72nd Independence Day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says national security is paramount for the government. Government dismisses former Managing Director Usha Ananthasubramanian of scam hit PNB and Allahabad Bank from service. DMK to hold executive committee meeting today in Chennai to condole M. Karunanidhi's death. A Delhi court sends 2 alleged ISIS sympathizers to 10-day NIA custody. Monsoon likely to become more active across the country this week, says Met Department. And Indian women's football team enters semi-finals of SAF Under-15 Championship in Bhutan. With that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.